let's see if you can put you on 3, I guess. But you look fantastic as always.
I appreciate it, man.
That's one thing I enjoy about you is that, you know, you see people at gigs and they show up looking like me. And then you see people at gigs and they show up looking like you. Showmanship. Showbiz, baby. You are very busy. I see you doing stuff all the time. You're, let's see, you got a record coming out. You're doing videos. There's pictures. There's photo shoots all the time. Mm-hmm. You got a big show coming up in September at the camp, right?
So September 6th.
Very cool. Coming up very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Is this new material? Well, is this newer material from the last time we talked about? Was it maybe a year ago?
Yeah, it's probably been a year now, and
Okay.
it is newer material.
Okay.
So what we had from before was kind of like demo-ish type of singles that were going to end up on the album. So now it's a full-length, 11 songs. A few of these songs haven't even been released. Nobody's heard them yet. One of the songs, I just released it, but only on YouTube. So it's a music video that we made with me and my friends. It's called Romantic AF.
Yeah.
And that's the song that actually Katie played on this same station.
Oh, that's cool. I saw that you were shooting it, but I didn't realize you had finished it already.
I'm very DIY and impatient. Like, all right, this looks good. Let's go.
Well, I know from talking with you last time, I know you come from kind of like sort of a punk rock sort of skateboarder background. So you're second generation? From Peru, is that right? Your family? We talked last time.
Yeah. So I was born in Peru also.
Right. Okay.
And then when I was 3 years old, my parents brought us, well, me and my brother, to Miami, and that's where I was raised.
Right.
And maybe it's Miami that got me to be all colorful like this, but I don't know, like
Carnival time.
Yeah, I mean, I just really enjoy it, and like as a performer, I knew I wasn't just a musician. I like to perform, be more theatrical.
Yeah.
And I remember looking up to people like David Bowie and Prince. So I started harnessing my David Bowie side, and I'm like, man, I want to be more colorful on stage and do some theatrical stuff. And I know that's not like the punk rock way, you know? Like some of my friends would just kind of make fun of me, like, oh, why are you dancing on stage and why are you doing this? I'm like, well, I mean, that's who I am. So I'm with GORRIO, with this project, I'm fully embracing that side of me and going all out, you know. And my genre that I fell into is called flamenco pop. So I'm producing beats now. I'm putting my hand in producing beats, and I'm putting my Spanish guitar on it, which I come from electric guitar and distortion, but I wanted to explore my roots with like the classical guitar, and I found it to be really fun when I put some beats on it, something catchy, something, you know, dancey. Yeah,
that's great. That's great to kind of meld those things together. I mean, I think punk rock is doing whatever you want to do. So if anybody, if anybody starts telling you, well, you know, if you don't have a mohawk and you don't have a battle vest or a leather jacket, you know, who cares?
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, the music that I've heard you do. I've seen you live a couple times, I think, but you're a great performer. I've seen you juggle, dude. Like you're like, let's see, I'm singing, I'm dancing, I'm doing this. I'll also juggle. Okay, that's great. But like the music that you do, I love when I hear people and they have like this ear for pop songcraft, and because that's the thing where, you know, you can put $1 million on a track, or you can put $5 on a track. But if you have that sensibility to write something that has that little hook in it, or maybe multiple hooks, you know, what are people going to remember? They're going to hold on to that song, and that's something that I think you have. There are so many people right now in Huntsville that I think I don't know how many bands I would say or how many artists, but I definitely think that GORRIO is one that is like, if I can if I can recommend an artist to listen to who might just blow up in like the next 2 minutes. You're definitely one of them, because, you know, like I said, there's a certain kind of appeal, a certain amount of showmanship you have, and just the quality of the work. So, you know, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you hanging out.
I appreciate you having me, man.
So we got the video out for, is it Romantic AF? Is that
it?
Okay.
Romantic AF.
Romantic AF. You can find it on YouTube. And then you got is it September
6th, September 6th,
at the camp. That's the album release show, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have physical copies?
I am.
Awesome.
They're coming in today. I was going to bring you one, and I don't know, they're probably going to get it here a little later.
Well, if I can get off my couch, maybe I'll just show up and buy one from you. How about that?
Hell yeah.
Good to talk to you, man.
Good to talk to you, too.
Anything else? Anything coming up later in September? Because I know you play a lot.
I do have a few shows here and there. There's one in Gunnersville on the 7th.
Okay.
At a dispensary.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's going to be fun. It's going to be the duo though, and
oh, real quick.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen you. You got a drummer now.
I do.
A dancer.
A drummer and a dancer.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And my backing tracks. Little by little, I'm trying to level up, and magnetize and manifest my full band, my full on-stage dancers, and I want a whole thing. I want a whole production. Right. Like my future stage looks like costumes, lights, theatrical skits in between songs. A full experience. I just really want to dive into the full artistry of what a performer could be.
Awesome. Well, I think you're going to get there. I mean, you started out with great ideas, and you're going to get there.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
We're going to segue into some music here.
All right.
Thank you, GORRIO, for coming on the show. So.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
All right, Tomas GORRIO, check him out. You got stuff streaming everywhere, right?
Yes, sir. It's GORRIO.
GORRIO. Very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
All right, thanks.